Oh, okay, we're up here. All right, so I figured I had to catch up on a few because Amaranth and her now and Evidence husband, neat guy. Uh, I do. They're doing a few interviews over on Kick and I guess also on Twitch. So setting the record straight, a few things. So it's like the how it all went down. It's like you think did she? No, her husband is basically when the tweets that went out. I think I shot a guy. That was him. He had called the cops. They lost the call during the thing of moving to, and he just sort of grabbed the phone, tweeted out. I think I shot one of the guys. It was on her account, so that's why it went out. So she was currently hiding in the corner at that point after these guys went running for their lives. At the one, I'm getting plugged. Pretty funny story, all told. In retrospect, pretty scary as hell at the time. But it's like a case of not being you cannot be paranoid enough in that situation. So let's go ahead. And I have put an invite. I would love to interview on my channel. Okay, she did one with one guy. I don't know who it was, but very excited. But also a second one later with the quartering, a little more sedate. So yeah. So that should be. What did I cancel? I didn't cancel that. Hold on. Get out of that. Come on. Hold on. Not invites. Get this set up right. There we go. Get that out of the way. Clear you, creep. All right. Okay, so apparently the big update tonight. So I figured definitely better get in here and get stuff done. So okay. Meanwhile, with the shop, okay, we got Bandra text locker button. I don't know what this one is. Okay, but those you do, great. Deadpool Wolverine back in for a while. And all the victory stuff here. And then these guys have been around enough that no longer it's kind of new, I guess. Hire to be pirates. Yep. Nah. And then we got whatever these guys are from. Let's see, can we get a. Yeah, someone tell me in the chat or whatever, comments what game this guy's from. I heard it cited in some video that's from such a but I don't know. And then of course sneakers for the and then Snoop Dogg and it jumped on me. Hatsune Miko back again. Anime, you better move it because let's see, she's going to be in here until April 8th. Until that long. We got this gal. Yeah. That Fast and the Furious stuff. Why don't they get that 70 Charger in here? Then they'll probably see some action. But yeah. Let's see. Jam tracks, which I cannot play right now. No instruments, which I don't bother with because I don't do festival in this situation because it doesn't work well with a keyboard in this fucked up hand. Yeah. Hopefully things turn around enough and I can get to a chiropractor and get this neck situation straightened out and I can actually regain a function here. In which case I won't have that excuse of why can't you shoot right? Well, because my hand was done. Right. Frankly, I just want to be able to walk properly and run again. That's amazing. I can still do it in my dreams. But so all the program is still up here. Just can't get past whatever blockage is back in here, trying to keep from getting to the nerves. So it's trying because it's not like it's totally. It's actually hypersensitive in certain ways. But so it's really kind of overloading. That's probably taking a lot of reasons. I get so damn tired. It's overloading things. It's taking so much damage energy, and my leg is practically dead weight half the time because it doesn't want to cooperate. Although I did find, when if I'm pushing a shopping cart, I can run as fast as I ever could because I'm not going to worry about trying to balance things. So that's one thing I can do it. Supermarket, grab a grocery, I can bulk it up the thing. I generally don't because one, I'm trying to get the handicap spot up front, so I'm not, clearing across the thing, but also like, what that fat old man riding with a jumping? Like, no, no. I'm trying to be dignified here. That's it. Of course, straight to the bus. All right. Then I had a chance to pick out a task. Okay. All right, let's just bail out here somewhere. God damn. All right. Well, let's go over here. Hmm. Actually, well, I'm right down here. Now that I know the layout. To avoid any unpleasant outages. Hi. You want to rethink that strategy, Sparky? All right. All right. All right. Let's talk. All right. Let's buy some stuff here. All right. Actually, let's take care of this before I do that. All right. Need some dill tidbits for that. So that's not going to work. So, huh. How about you? And we'll go ahead and upgrade on that. So, right. So why don't they start posting guards here? All right. The last time they only had to deal with is no other players. Okay, now let's. Fuck. Knew someone was up there. If anybody knows Japanese, feel free to translate. Sick, but it'll be long gone by the time the scene unlocks. Yeah, that's what I thought. Came back. Damn it. Okay. Just return on me. Okay. Doing fine until the thing locked up on me. Story of my life. Wait for the thing to here. I did issue an invite to Amaranth. That they can work me in. I would love to have her interview for the channel. I mean, granted, it's like I'm going to follow the quartering interview, but hey, I think we've gotten friendly enough. She could throw me a bone. God knows I could use the exposure. Mm-hmm. Yes, I just realized using the word exposure and Amaranth the same sentence is kind of bringing different things in. But yeah, get your minds out of the gutters, kids. But trying hopefully to do a little more, slightly more polished professional interviews. Like so the first guy was a little excited. Oh man, I got a little fucking rib. Calm down, okay? I was following the tweet Sunday like everybody else, and crap, this is happening. Okay, get that out of the way there. Okay. Let's take a look at the quest here so I can actually plan something this time. Let's see. So, dailies. I did get a couple headshots. Okay. Everything keeps going to these places. Okay. Let's try up here. Okay. All right. What do I got? Apparently, some kind of big boss fight loading up for, I guess. No, of course not. God forbid it be easy. Yeah. I also sent her an invite if could talking about the Fortnite. I'm like, I can't play. I think but no, she can play. Whether or not she can play very well is another question. Whether or not she's not kick playing Rivals, or at least trying to. It was updating, taking forever. But I sent a message to her, one of her accounts. Like, look, if you can be persuaded to get back into Fortnite, here's my username. So we'll do a team up. Okay. Mm. I should also check on that because I did finally bid on a car and a car auction a police auction coming up. Nope. Okay. Now where are we? Where's the spot? I know I bookmarked it. It didn't take. Of course not. Close enough. Did I mark that right? Yeah, okay. So if you want to land in the complex, not on the other side of the hill from it. All right. Oh, of course, it locks up on descent. Well, I mean, when it unlocks, it'll be on the other side of the hill. So we'll just stand here for a bit. And hope nobody picks me off in the meantime. Well, for the rest of the game, it looks like I'm standing on the other side of the hill running in place. Okay, no updates regarding the auction, so that means my bid is holding. Oh, yeah. Overshot it, wound up in the ocean. How nice. Okay. Okay. Well, at least I took care of that airborne thing. Oh. All right, let's upgrade the claws just a tad. Not the way you mother pus bucket son of a bitch. Come on. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do something, like. Like she does try to agree to it's danger. This happens. I think this will not be good. Yeah. Here we go. There's not the longest time the official term was harvesting tool, and they finally did change it because everyone's calling it a pickaxe. Because some of them are literal pickaxes. Yeah. Okay, how do you get up there? Here we go. Okay, there we go. A launch pad, I believe. And hopefully a few goodies. Or just a launch pad. Of course, hopefully we can actually land on the launch pad. Okay. Keep that. Typical. Storm's approaching, and the thing cuts out on me. And that's messing with the bat. It actually makes you run faster. Or, you know. God, come on. I mean, to a certain extent, I'm as good at a player as I am because half the time I'm fighting the computer on top of the game. You know? There we go. Okay. When I get the bat, I can run. Yeah, I have to. Because here comes the storm again. Whoops. No, look at that. I think it's at least early on. Half the time, these are the kind of games I'd end up winning. Lock up half the time, thinking that turns up. course, also is back then. It's like it's probably a bot lobby anyway. Okay. How close am I? No, I'm not that far, so. I'm gonna be over there a little bit. Any day now. There we go. I don't know. See if we can get lucky. Where are we? Who's the jackass? Come on. Because I gotta take out a. God damn it, come on. This is getting very old. As I'm slowly dying in the storm. Okay. Was that shield? No. Get to a gas station. Get everybody healed up, including the car. Would it kill him to put a medipack in one of these things? Come on, I don't know. Chug chug. I can work with that. All right. Huh. Maybe there. No, that's it. Damn. All right. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, enough of that. Woke up just in time. Oh, weasel. And there's a couple of guys right there. Probably gonna start taking me out because I'm standing acting like an idiot. And of all the weapons I choose as a legendary to try to take somebody out. Oops. All right. Bye. Like I said, these are the kind of games I wind up. So I'm doing nothing. Down another level. Okay, let's see what happens here. Hello.
Bitch.
Saw your video, very nice.
What'd you say?
Saw your video, very nice.
Oh, thank you. I was recording a few others, which is also why I'm in this now, because I keep changing outfits so I can record a bunch at once.
Well, that's good.
Because I'm trying to get some stuff set up so I can have them revealing themselves while I'm doing all the photography stuff for spring. So I won't have to be recording constantly while I'm hyper busy. Which makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Recorded a couple reaction videos to some of the more ridiculous Reddit stories, which was kind of fun.
Oh.
I recorded a more serious video that's over 30 minutes that goes into how the lightning actually ended up improving my life.
Well, in the sense that it finally, it's like, there's no hiding it back now, okay?
Well, that it goes kind of into that. It also goes into the fact that because I'm not suppressing anymore, I can't suppress anymore.
Yeah. So it's like,
it also helped me get diagnosed. It helped me get a lot of answers from doctors who were very confused with what I was going through. It's helped me stop pushing and suppressing so much, which has helped me open up around people and not be as skittish in public as I was. It is actually my life quality, including my pain level, has greatly improved since I'm not suppressing and I'm open. So,
Yeah. So you had no choice. Let that freak flag fly. Okay.
wow. I'm talking to my mom earlier, and I keep ticking the same tick I always tick at her. Crazy old bitch.
Yeah.
And then it ticked in a different voice and said crazy bitch, and mom went, only crazy bitch? Come on, your ticks are slacking. It's like, wow, thanks.
It's like, well, where's the lie? So no, still can't get it there, but 2 more.
So I've got a couple reaction videos recorded, the one about the lightning. I've got set up with the several books where I'm going to record a whole bunch of the Tret story time over the next few days. And I've got the book with all my reviews on the anime and metal that I've already written up that I'm going to work on recording the next few days too. So hopefully be able to program it to have several videos to randomly drop over the next several months on that channel, because it doesn't work well with my animal channel, does it?
No, not really, no.
Wow. And if they're going to sit there and say, you're just faking it for attention and for clout, then I might as well do Tourette's videos anyways, because fuck them. Wow.
No.
But what was it Lydian said when I asked from somebody who's around me constantly when I'm not on air and who spent several days straight with me?
Yeah.
No, you're like this generally.
Yeah. It's actually better behaved. You know.
Okay. Yeah, because when I'm online here, I'm not punching people.
Mm-hmm.
Except myself.
Just
which, by the way, you see there's a red spot here often. That's because I have the hitting ticks where I'm always hitting my chest.
Yeah. Let's take a brief moment to get a refill here. I require a beverage.
Slut.
Back in a bit.
Yeah. Anyone out there? Yes, I am building a second channel. Wow. And the second channel is going to be all the crazy stuff that I don't do now. I am going to do Storytime is going to be a big thing for me. And I am going to include some of my own short stories and poems mixed in with the other stuff. So it's going to be lit. My goal over the next few days is to record a bunch of Tourette's story time and tear through this novel and a whole bunch of these. Long novel with 60-some chapters. Whole crap load of fairy tales and folklore. And to reiterate, you suck dick, you bitch. To reiterate, this book has over 210 short stories, fables, and folklore from Grimm Brothers. This will make many Tourette story times, won't it? Yes, it will. Yay, me!
What?
Yay, penis!
Oh, Christ, your timing sucks.
I have this book, so I can not only run you through plays and other stuff. Now, I'm not 100% sure how I would want to read the plays, because if you follow the way it's written and you say every person with their line, it's kind of awkward. But if you don't, it can get very confusing. It's written in a way that's much easier to read written than out loud. But I don't have to just read the plays. It's Shakespeare. Wow.
Okay.
So while I'm not, because of how they're written, I'm not 100% sure the best way to read the plays from Shakespeare out, because they are awkward. But the back of this book has a wonderful, wonderful section, which is the crap ton of Shakespeare's poetry. Well, those go very well in Tourette's story time.
Be interested to see how that works, because I think James Earl Jones was doing Shakespeare. So it was how he kind of really dealt with his stutter. And I heard my mom said something with kids with doing stuff like Shakespeare, because the iambic pentameter and the fact that it's already scripted out, you don't have to worry about trying to get the next word.
Well, I also have massive, massive, unholy amounts of my own poetry I can read for a lot of these too.
Yeah.
There are some long poems that
Yeah.
Shakespeare wrote,
Mm-hmm.
like Venus and Adonis, which
Yeah.
is several pages.
Yeah.
It's basically a short story poem, or
Yeah.
a smaller epic poem, which I have some of
Yeah.
those too. I could do
Yeah.
Apparition's Quest, and that might actually take a couple of videos to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's only something like 30 some pages long. That's one that I
Fine.
wrote.
I need to locate my complete work to Shakespeare. Something weird. Maybe up front, maybe still in storage. I don't know.
For shorter videos, the sonnets
Yeah.
and stuff will be great.
Yeah.
Although I probably want to put a few of those per video.
Yeah.
It's like I have this. So between the main book
mm-hmm.
that I want to read because of the serious story that involves people that I'm connected to, which is 66 chapters plus some extras, plus the 211 stories that are in the Grimm Brothers book I have there. Shakespearean poetry. Somewhere I have a complete Edgar Allan Poe, but I don't know where.
Yeah.
It's in this house, and I got way too many books in this house.
Yeah.
I fully intend to do a whole series on reading The Lord of the Rings and Hobbit at some point. And quite probably do a whole series on reading the Time Quintet from Madeline Ingle. Oops. So I am going to drag you all down the nerd hole with me.
Turtle.
But yes, if everybody wants to harass me and say, you're doing this for attention, then give me attention, bitches, and give me money.
Well, we are on YouTube, so you do the fucking math, okay? Well.
All I know is you bitches are jealous, and Drew Lynch gave me a hug.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be a little bit of an attention whore to go on YouTube in the first place, okay? So,
ironically, I don't know what actually brought me here, because I really actually don't tend to be an attention whore. I really don't like people looking at me usually. Yeah. I think what
keep that. Is this rough?
I think what it actually came down to is I just was tired of feeling like I had no voice.
Yeah. Okay, I think we'll keep the color.
So it's like, okay, well, I'll record videos. I'll do my thing. We'll make things work. You will all love me or kiss my ass.
Where's that turtle shell?
So.
Yeah, I think we'll actually keep that. And just change the color.
Wow.
And
but I have so many things I want to read and do and tell, and I'm actually really happy with where I'm pushing things. And I'm sure my haters will really, really hate it, which is making me even happier. Because I am a bitch.
Okay, this is Mikey.
Who out there is surprised that I'm a bitch?
Mikey's got that kind of... There we go.
Notice Bob just carefully says not a word there. He's like, I'm not getting into that answer.
Damn it, I changed that. Get back here. Come on.
Come on, Bob. You know you're shocked that I can be a bitch.
No, not in the least.
Wow.
And we're saving that one in that one.
So it's like, okay, I get why some people have the feelings they do the things they do, all that stuff.
Okay, there we go.
It's absolutely fine if we're not going to agree on everything. I don't like agreeing on everything. In fact, a lot of you people, I hate you so much, I want to disagree with you. Does that sound rude?
No.
Or just accurate?
Pretty much, yeah.
So it's like, okay, fine. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Okay, this is Donnie. So.
Wow. But it's like I can't be serious with a lot of these losers.
Mm-hmm.
I hear this stuff.
Okay.
So I am doing my best to just deal with it.
We'll go with Iron Man.
Apparently, my ticking video, besides the fact that apparently has cracked up my brothers to no end, has actually helped my mom get closer to my cousin's family. She's got a very introverted husband who was always kind of afraid mom was going to be a little bit on the more delicate side just because of how she acts when she's in family events, because she tries to be more respectful. And so he's always kind of shy and bashful around mom. And apparently, watching that Drew video together with him and my cousin really opened him up to her, and now they've kind of become friends. So so there is that, right? And like I said, if I go to my mom's church, she's got a pastor who sends messages all the time that he misses having us around there and that I'm always welcome and there's no shame in my issues. And if you're ticking, we don't care. We want you here. It's so nice to find ones like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
That don't do the, oh, you're demonic shit. It's like, it's not demonic. Yeah. It's just a neuro issue. Wow.
Apparently they've renamed the old Jennifer Garner movie 13 going on 30.
Oh, God.
They've renamed it to Suddenly 30 because they're afraid certain it wouldn't translate well to other, some countries. It's like, what?
That doesn't even make sense.
I mean, when was this movie?
Let me look something up here real quick.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, the movie was in... Okay, let me see here.
It wasn't recent. I know that.
No, I know that. 2004.
Yeah.
And also, one of the little popular girl bullies in it is fucking Brie Larson.
Yeah. It's like
shocking.
The movie is voting age. Okay, come on.
Wow. 21 years, in fact. It's drinking age.
Oh, Jesus. You shut up.
And I thought it was funny when it came out. It didn't bother me any.
Come on, somebody come up and blow this guy some away.
I mean, there's several other movies that came out around that time that I liked that were in the...
Yeah.
I hate most romance, but I liked How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Because the whole movie was them torturing each other, trying to get the other one to dump them. Plus, when he introduces her to the fat... Wow. You know what's funny is one of my favorite parts in any movie was in that movie. And it was when he introduces her to his family and they're playing bullshit. And they're all screaming and cussing at each other. And they're going, oh, by the way, everyone in my family has Tourette's. It's like, well, that joke means more to me now.
Yeah.
That Matthew McConaughey's gone freaking crazy.
Yeah.
And that actually really is. Yeah. He's doing all this guru shit and trying to create a cult. Literally. He's literally trying to make himself a cult leader.
Yeah.
And recording AIs of himself doing weird digital crap with him telling stories of the cult. It's like really weird, creepy stuff.
He wants to do his power for good. It's going to be a force for good, man. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I've always liked his stuff, and I was always kind of a fan of him, and he was always known as a nice guy. And I don't know if he's just delusional and actually thinks he's trying to do a nice thing or what, but he has gone hard on the guru cult stuff.
Well, at least he got out of the idea of running for governor of Texas. I don't think that would have gone well.
He needs to get out of this idea too. He needs desperately to get out of this idea too, because holy shit, the stuff he's doing right now is creepy, and it's sad because I've always liked him.
Yeah.
It's like you're better than this, buddy. You were the one that was known as more of a centrist uniter in Hollywood. Come on.
At least he's not in Hollywood, okay?
He is still one of theirs, but
he didn't live there. It's like stay in Texas. You know, the vibes will rub off. You'll come back to your senses. As long as you stay
Texas is not that conservative. That's a misnomer.
I know, but it's parts of it. It's like stay the hell away from Houston or Austin. Okay.
Texas is so overrated. I'm sorry. I know you're gonna get hate. We're gonna get hate for that, but it's true. Texas is so overrated.
I'm from Fort Worth. There's parts of Texas that are fucking nuts. Like I said, Houston or Austin.
No, the whole state's overrated. It's not this like bastion of liberty they make themselves out to be. In fact, it's not even in the top 10 best states for gun laws.
Yeah.
Fucking liberal Vermont is the best state for gun laws, actually.
Yeah. Oh right. Yeah.
It's like, and by the way, gun rights alone is the reason why Vermont was the state that Hainer chose to move to. You knew that, right?
Yeah.
He runs a chicken farm up in Vermont, and he's open about it.
Well, that's where Colt is headquartered. Okay.
It's like, but South Dakota is much better with gun rights than Texas is. So is fucking Iowa here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, it's not that great of a state.
I know. They're kind of having to beat back the influence of Texas, of Austin and Houston. Those are two very bright blue spots.
They've never had the best gun laws. No. They've never had a lot of the best stuff when it comes to that side of things. And honestly, the highways there are fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Let's build no shoulder, narrow 2-lane highways that are bi-directional and make the max speed 75. And they're full of potholes too, so beware.
One thing I did like though is going along and drivers moving out of the way if you're coming along with it. So, I did rather appreciate that.
That wasn't the experience I had by the time I went through there.
Yeah. All right, what about here?
It's also watching a bunch of drivers not only crowd the cops that were trying to clean up a fatal accident, but actually driving over the body parts of the victims.
Whereabouts was this?
On the way into Dallas when I went through there.
Well, it's Dallas. They're nuts. Yeah.
That's a good. You take out Dallas, Houston, Austin, and you've just taken out most of Texas population.
Yeah, because there's a lot of.
And El Paso isn't better.
No.
Look, it's like I don't hold Texas as bad or good. I just think it's highly overrated, especially on conservative side.
Yeah.
They act like it's this bastion of conservatism, and it's not.
Or what? They're now the zoning laws are mainly where it is because like you want to build a roller coaster in your backyard, you can build a roller coaster in your backyard. Neighbors can bitch them on all you want. It's your property and do what you want.
Yeah, but see, that actually does have some other issues because the limit of your property shouldn't be when you're actually affecting the safety of those people that are on their property, which is where a lot of the zoning laws had to be started from, was because of people doing things like intentionally damming rivers on their property so their neighbors would starve and have to come to them for help and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of zoning laws came from, is people screwing with their neighbors and putting them in harm's way. Ow.
Damn it.
So it's like, so I kind of understand it to some degree. It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Also, you remember I like to watch a lot of Chris and Oompa, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oompa has started doing an actual live stream of a late night talk show. He debuted his first episode tonight. It's actually pretty funny from the parts I could actually watch when I was recording. Which I kind of expected it to be because he's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm going to keep the laser rifle for a while. I got a feeling I'm going to need it.
I don't know how long you plan on being on tonight.
Not terribly long.
Good, because I wouldn't mind watching a few things with you before we head off to rest.
No,
and I have my stack of clothes and my books and stuff, and I've got a shit ton to record tomorrow and the next few days. Wow. Besides, you're playing a game for idiots. I mean, wow.
All right. Get up here.
Wow.
Whoop, they're coming in.
Wow.
You guys cannot shoot with a shit, you know? And suddenly I'm short on shields here. All right, so. Whoopsie. All right, I think it's time. Die already, Jesus Christ. Give me that. Whoop. Come back here. I think these guys are not the brightest things in the world. There we go. All right. All right, next, what is this? Give me that. Okay. Ooh. Yes. Still do that, though. Oh, yeah. Upgrade there. Still got to go with the pistol, though. Get up, you. And start getting... Need more gold. All right. Anything in these guys? Nah. But might as well complete the destruction. All right, so we'll go with that because we're going to take out somebody with the gold weapon. All right. Where's a good direction? Somewhere here. All right, and actually, I should grab a car. There should be a truck up here somewhere. This is disappointing. I've been down here. Wild chances lead somewhere. Yep. Not quite what I planned. Hold on. That would be the wrong direction. Of course. Let's see if these guys are paying attention.
I was dealing with something a minute. What do you want?
Yeah. I'm stuck.
Well, sucks to be you.
Yeah. Especially if they notice, hey, who's that guy they're running in place? I'm
You
going
want
to
to
kill
wrap
him.
this up?
Well, this thing could unlock at any second here, in which case it's back on.
Wow.
But I think, after this round, though, I think we'll probably wrap it, though.
Me and my mom had a very interesting conversation. I'll have to share with you a little bit when you get off here.
All right. Actually.
Because it's kind of an interesting thing we were thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
Going back over our history and some of our odd conversations and things that have happened. I'm also realizing that if I'm going to keep doing these videos, I have to cut back the amount of videos I just have randomly tabbed that I'm watching all the time. Because it's kind of not good to have 5,000 tabs open when you're trying to do
Probably
shit.
not. No. That can get awkward. Okay, that should definitely count towards that total of. And we're going right back to where we were in the first damn place.
Now, I'm also thinking if I'm going to try to build this channel a bit with the more of the Tourette's stuff and more of the dealing with neurodivergence and medical and all that, make it a little more true, full YouTube, not just an artist being an artist.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to this at all, but I think that to help build the channel some, I'm going to need to kind of run the streams on both channels for a while, probably.
Whoops, shit. God damn it.
To try to bring a few people in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they'll wow, eat a dick. Eat a dick. I think it will ultimately help just to run it there and hopefully get a few people in there. Because you can have multiple monetized channels.
All right.
And it wouldn't be bad.
Damn it. All the damn times.
You know you're such a child sometimes.
Yeah, well, at least it's locked up inside the circle.
Give it up.
Never up. No. At least not until after this round.
Definitely after this round, because I've got stuff to talk to you about.
Yeah.
And I definitely need to set up the other video to post tomorrow. The lightning one is definitely going to be a little more long and complicated and definitely more serious. And it does go into the things, including the fact that there technically is not an emergency room visit for when I was struck by the lightning. Because I was out in the middle of the mountains, and to get to an emergency room, I would have had to have traveled an hour-ish drive distance through the mountain passes where it was lightning and hail. And we had pretty much no phone signal because of how bad the storm was interfering. We had everything was crap.
Yeah, so
there's not a lot of police and ambulances in that area, and they were busy that night.
It's like, welcome to the boonies. Yeah.
It was, we gotta watch over and see if we end up needing to get to the hospital as soon as we can.
Mm-hmm.
because it was more dangerous to leave mom's place than to watch over it.
Yeah.
And then, well, the next day I was stable enough. I'll just talk to the doctors about it next time I see them, right?
Yeah. It's like, well,
and by the way, the amount of times that I've had, serious injuries, broken bones, the lightning and other stuff, and not gone to doctors.
Yeah.
Technically, I've got a broken toe and a broken finger right now.
It sounds like the old joke of my granddad. Run up by a tractor, put some Campofonique on it, and move on.
So, a few weeks ago, I was having a lot of physical tics in my legs. I tried to go from one room to the other, and my leg spasmed, and the toes hit the grating of my floor fan I use for my breathing in here. And it snapped the inside of one of the bones on my toe. There's a very definite crack that formed. I braced it as well as I could and stayed home with it because they're not going to do shit for it at the hospital anyways because it's a toe.
Yeah.
The only time they do it is it so bad they actually have to do surgery to fix it.
It's like they'll tape it up, that'd be $500 or whatever.
If it's really, really serious, they'll do surgery on it. And that's a whole other ball of cats.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, fuck off. I'm not going to the doctors for that.
No.
So
if you can deal with it, deal with it. Yeah.
I went to bed that night, and I woke up the next day, and I went out and I started working on my art projects in the living room, and my leg spasmed, and I hit the metal leg of the table with my big toe on the same foot as where I had broken the second smallest toe the night before. I hit the big toe so hard, it actually snapped almost 3/4 of the toenail off and ripped up part of the toe. Which is, by the way, only just starting to actually grow back in. Wow. At which point, this hurts. I've got a broken toe and a shattered toenail on the same foot. You'd think that'd be the extent to that, but you'd be wrong.
No.
Because once the foot's injured and you're really clumsy, you keep injuring it. So the next step was a couple days later to slip and lose my balance and to smash that wonderful broken toe into something, even though it's already broken, and snap almost the entire toenail off it as well. That's healing right now. It still hurts. It's been hurting for a few weeks. Wow. There was an incident in the hotel room where I was having a very ticky day. And I have a gnomish witness to this. Where I banged my hand so hard on the hotel table, ticking, that I broke the palm joint knuckle to the middle finger right here, and there's actually a crack down it right here.
It's
not the first time that Flippy has been broken, by the way.
Yeah.
So right now I have the main joint base knuckle on my middle finger on my good hand broken.
If this guy's any good at all, I'm dead.
A broken toe and 2 toes healing from completely decimated toenails and sliced up toe. Bearing in mind that I had all of these injuries when we went to the show, and I still hiked all over the city, different places, and all over that mall, and then went to the show.
Well, you are a masochist.
Wow. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So to those who think that Tourette's is easy, it's not. It's not just the goofy shit we say and the things that you see. There's all kinds of layers to this that you don't understand. And that's why I think I'm not a big fan of when everyone's going, well, we need to raise awareness, because most of the time it's shit most people know and understand. But in this, wow, eat a dick. In this scenario,
put simply, the brain is short-circuiting. So weird things happen.
Tourette's is so misunderstood still, and there's still so much misnomers promoted about it.
Yeah.
That there's a lot of us out there who really have it, who don't get diagnosed because we're kind of scared of having people see us like this. And if I can help get those people a voice to get out and get help and get diagnosed, and to help them see that even though we can be ticky and weird, we can still be relatively normal people, then I actually feel like I'm accomplishing something. You know.
Okay, now I can start getting more V-Bucks. I probably should have grabbed that when I had the chance, but no.
I want to make a difference in a positive way, in a way that's actually a healthy way that I can without overstressing my entire body and mind. And I think that this is it. I think this is a good way for me to move myself into this situation where I can do more good. I've got people coming. This is the part of me people don't see. I've got so many people coming to me for advice on things, asking me for things, or help do things for families or stuff. I get constant people reaching out to me on stuff. I'm there for any of them, all of them. Wow. It's no big thing. The things people don't understand. I am now helping run an art group on a website. I have become an admin on this group in a short time. This all started because this girl had a genuine question about an art group that we were both in, and why the post styles of the group seem to be changing, why they seem to be pushing politics all of a sudden when it wasn't supposed to be in the group, all this other stuff. And instead of people going, this is a valid question, what's going on? They literally dogpiled, attacked her, sent her threatening messages, all this other shit.
Yeah.
And so,
there's no agenda. Why would you say that?
I'll bite my tongue on exactly what was going on because it was a mess. But at that point, I just, I don't care which side's attacking who or harassing who. There's no excuse for what was being done, what was being said to her. And hate to say it, the people were actually pushing your side. I know that makes you groan every time the idiots do that shit. I know.
Helping.
No. I reached out to her. I sent her a message. I didn't know if she'd see it because, on a lot of these social medias, if you haven't messaged them before, it goes to a message request instead of just a message. I sent a message, though, that I was sorry what was happening to her, that if she needed to talk about everything after what was said to her, she could message me all this. I ended up spending the majority of 6 hours talking her down from all the threats that she went to.
Jesus.
And ended up with a new friend and now adminning as second in charge a new art group that we started together. I have a tendency, if I see somebody being mistreated, to not only defend them publicly, but reach out to them and make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
I prefer to be that person, even if it means sometimes I waste some time. Because I'd rather help people than sit there and be a pious little douche.
Well, yeah.
It's like, look, I have nothing against people expressing their political views and stuff, but when you take over a non-political art group with it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the very definition of what started with Comic-Gate and Gamergate. It's like,
and you start with the argument that all art is political, which is bullshit.
No. Sometimes, some art is just decorative. Okay.
And it doesn't even have to be just decorative to not be political either. Yeah. This whole notion that every aspect of life is politics is one of the most toxic things that never should have occurred in the world. My tribal culture, my history, the things that my people have been through, it's not politics.
I mean, that's supposed to be the argument, the other side, everything, but no. God damn it.
This is why I've gotten so fed up with most of it, because the anti-wokes become as ridiculous as the woke at this point. I really have no use for either side when they're trying to ram their ideology down your throat every time you do anything in life.
Yeah. Some of the people, Star Trek has always been woke. No. Star Trek has always been. Opinion. But where's the political agenda in the Trouble with Tribbles?
That and also
Sometimes
it's
it's just
always
fun.
1 sec.
Yeah.
That and it's always been centrist, actually.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, first of all, claiming that woke is defending civil rights and human rights and being conservative or anti-woke is anti-human rights is a lie anyways.
And that's not what was going on anyway.
But
that's not what's going on now.
Well, can I please finish my point?
Good.
But it's also this misnomer attitude, like you can only be for human rights if you agree with this narrow view. And I've heard both sides say it, and it's ridiculous when either side says it.
Yeah.
Because just because we disagree with the ways to go about it doesn't mean that we aren't trying as a general people to find a way to help each other.
Yeah.
I can sit here and absolutely revile the fact that people are kissing ass to a certain country I will not name or talk about because of my issues with them. But I can also sit here and revile when the other side says that there's nobody worth saving in that place either, because there's always innocent bystanders. I got into it with a group that were basically supporting this notion that red states should be punished for having conservatives vote for certain people by not giving them tourism. It's like, you realize a lot of these red states are where most of the reservations are, the most impoverished natives, stuff like that. And they're like, what about the children? Well, the children should suffer for their parents. Oh, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, at that point, it's like,
you don't get to dehumanize life because you don't like the opinions of others. And to sit there and go, well, it's your fault for being in that state. You realize a lot of these natives, A, these reservations are where they were forced to move to.
Yeah, not native.
And B, a lot of them, that's our homeland that we've been in for thousands and thousands of years before you dumb fucks showed up.
And as far as, we won't go to, we didn't want you here anyway, asshole, go away.
Well, the thing is, the states that would actually hurt are places like South Dakota, where most of the money is tourism. Guess what also is in South Dakota? The 3 poorest reservations in the entire country.
Yeah.
Guess what happens if you cut the money to that state?
Yeah.
You're basically mass murdering natives.
Well, I like to think that, other states would say, hey, there's no more liberals going there. Great. Now we can go there and enjoy ourselves.
Okay, I'm going to put it to you as bluntly as I can. Growing up in a tourist area, you don't want the people who are hardcore on either side to ever visit.
True. Yeah.
Because when they show up, they are the biggest jackasses to everybody else. And the thing is, you just want people who will come have fun. There was nothing cringier, honestly, out of the things that I've experienced in the Black Hills than when the Rainbow family showed up and Nugent and his kiss asses showed up.
Oh, jeez.
I would rather have a dental drill to the forehead than ever listen to either of those sides again. And I still want to know how Nugent claims to be a voice for victims while having the song Jailbait and still performing it sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's not just saying, oopsie, she was jailbait, I didn't know. It's literally saying, she's 13, but I got her as a gift from her mother, so it's okay. You want to share her with me, cop? It's like, what?
Yes, Uncle Ted has some explaining to do.
It's like, there's something seriously wrong with being able to make that song. And no, he's not good towards natives. And I know a lot of people go, no, he gets along with them. No, he gets along with about 3 tribes, and all the other natives hate him. And it's not because we're not conservative, okay?
No.
So it's like, no, wow. It's like, no, it's not because we're not conservative. It's because he's really an asshole to natives. And yeah, his whole group decided that they wanted to try to bring their politics to Sturgis. And he was so offended because after his followers and him were talking about making a big political speech at his performance at Buffalo Chip, they canceled on him and told him he wasn't welcome to perform.
Yeah.
Sturgis, they don't care. Leave your fucking politics out of it.
Yeah, they try to go, they go to these things to get away from it, okay?
It's like, I still remember the footage of when Antifa showed up. Hikers were really being good, actually. They really weren't messing with them.
Yeah.
Well, Well, I mean, they'd drive by and tell him to fuck off, but they weren't touching them. They weren't threatening them. They weren't being really good for a bunch of rowdy bikers who were being
until you mess with somebody's bike.
Yeah, until the guy decided to kick a guy's bike, and his wife just happened to be in the audience not far away. And before that guy could even get up and right in his bike to deal with the guy, she was in his face and having people pull her back.
Yeah.
She was going to take the guy down.
Like,
Her words to me in the Sturgis chat group, mind you.
Yeah.
Her words to me were, jail sounded okay. Okay, sweetie.
You can use a break, okay? A few meals like that.
She's like, he touched my husband's bike. I can go to jail for that. Was literally what she said to me. It's like,
yeah.
Okay, sweetie. Okay. I get it. I get it. I grew up a biker chick. I get it. Okay. But that would not have been a good idea.
There we go. This one needs a lot of batteries.
And the whole crowd was just swarming. I had never seen anybody go from fuck the police to hiding behind a cop screaming, save me, as fast as in that video.
Yeah.
Holy crap, did those Antifa guys cower behind the police quick.
Yeah, I think the only thing that saved them in that case is they didn't have a plan ahead of time. So what are we going to do if these guys act up? So if somebody had set up, okay, if somebody kicked the bike, we're going to do this. Then they wouldn't have time. So
it literally ended up with a group of rangers and police officers surrounding the Antifa guys, going, please, 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 just let us arrest them.
Yeah, we'll get them out of here.
They crossed the line. They're not legal to be here anymore. We will arrest them. Just let us arrest them.
You didn't hurt the bike, okay?
The bike's fine. The biker's fine. Just let us get them out of here.
Yeah. We'll pretend it never happened.
And for a group of bikers that were pissed and rampaging, and this was in the middle of the downtown run on the final day. So this was hundreds of thousands of bikers around.
And they're all
swarming in. The fact that they backed down for these 4 cops and let them arrest them was actually really well behaved.
Yes.
That was very close to a really big game of fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
They did a little bit of fuck around and find out anyways, but that could have been so much worse if those cops hadn't managed to talk them down.
Didn't need an outlaw gang to do it. No, just regular bikers.
Well, a couple of years ago while I was with my mom, they had a predator from Canada actually tried to sneak the kid he kidnapped through the rally, trying to blend into the crowd, and the bikers tracked him down and hauled him into the police.
See,
he did a really good job of trying to pretend to just be part of the crowd, and the kid, since it was a child that was actually related to him, was not giving off a lot of warnings. It was because one of the bikers saw the media report with her face. That's all it took. Once they realized who it was, they hauled him in violently and got the kid away. And it was like, no, they're not going to allow that shit to happen.
No.
Wow. So it's like, there's an amount of, I love the bikers other than the ones that visit from Iowa, because holy fuck, when they get to the mountains, they act stupid. See, Bison Pants lady, because she was part of the Sturgis rally. Yeah. She actually was one of the rally goers. She actually got off her bike to do that. That was during Sturgis.
Yeah.
Of course, the rest of the bikers were all laughing at her for the rest of the rally. They're all like, that dumbass bitch.
Yeah.
Please don't judge us by her.
It's like, you got off light. Okay.
Notice, though, the other bikers saved her and then made fun of her.
Oh, of course, yeah. Get her safe, then, roast her.
Like, here we are. You're safe. What the fuck is wrong with you, you dumbass bitch? Wow.
Yeah, then it's the Gibbs slap on the back of the head. What the fuck is wrong?
I grew up around bikers. I, as much as I hate crowds, I feel much safer with the biker crowds than almost anyone else.
Yeah.
I can tell you I've never had more groups willing to push each other in the mud to make room for the woman to walk through than in Sturgis and the rally. Dude, let the woman through. Knock each other into the mud, punch each other. Sorry about that, ma'am. Sorry about that, bowing.
Make a hole, asshole.
Especially if you're walking through the crowd with a stroller.
Yeah.
They just knock each other down to get you out of the way. You walk through and you'll see some legitimate gangs and some of the more club now used to be gangs like Outlaws and Hells and them. And you'll just see them all hanging out together, laughing, hanging out with police and stuff, just telling stories, hugging each other. You know that's not what they're like once they leave.
Oh. This is holy ground, okay?
You're not allowed to start problems at the rally or on the way there.
No.
Once you're home or before you leave, go for it.
Holy ground, Highlander.
And it is revered. You think people do a lot down in Daytona? Daytona is not the rally that's revered. Daytona is the rally if you just want to party.
I wasn't there for a rally in Daytona. I was there for quite a while, but
well, Daytona is the second biggest motorcycle rally, and it's not even half the size of Sturgis.
I was there for the Daytona 500, though, so that's.
You got to look at it this way: Daytona's rally, 500,000 to up to 3/4 people for the biker rally. In a town that's what's around 60,000 or so population.
It's a medium-sized town. It's not a big place. Yeah,
it's technically a city, but it's not a big city. It's in that mid-city range.
It is growing. They got a nice Sam's Club there.
We don't need all the details here.
Yeah, it's getting
Daytona's a decent size. So when you add that to the 500,000, it is overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed by the bikers. Yeah. Let's not get it twisted. Yeah. Sturgis rally, depending on the year, is anywhere from 1 million to 3 million bikers.
Whereas normally the town of Sturgis, South Dakota is.
I'll get you the number here because I have it in my stuff.
Quite a bit less.
Sturgis population is about 7,000 people.
Salute. Yeah.
You want to talk about being overwhelmed by bikers?
Yeah.
You go from to you go down the strip at Thunder Road, and it is insane.
But to be fair, the local business probably make enough money to last the entire year on that one weekend.
I remember a rally when I was a kid, and Sturgis City Council was really trying to get money out of the rally. And they were nickel and diming the locals. Now, Sturgis, the locals make money off this to help survive living in the mountains and all the costs. That everyone local makes and sells stuff for the bikers, lets them put up tents in their yard for money, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They make money off this, the whole town.
Oh, yeah.
And this kid decided, my mom's in the hospital. I don't have any money. I'm just going to put up a little lemonade stand. And the city tried to make him get a permit.
Oh, Jesus.
And told him that he couldn't sell the lemonade unless he had a permit. So he took the report the city wrote up and gave him saying he couldn't sell it, along with the report that his mother was getting cancer treatment, posted them to his sign with a sign that said free lemonade for all bikers. I love you guys.
Just put a tip jar in there.
Yep.
Several $1,000s later.
By the end of the first day, he had almost $30,000. The bikers, once they realized what had been done to this kid who was trying to raise money for his mom's cancer, swarmed that booth to donate to him. Everyone all over town was trying to go over and give some money for his mom.
Yeah, probably made a point of going by City Hall going, fuck you!
It's like, that's the thing people don't
fuck
understand.
Over a little kid with mama cancer, fuck you sideways.
We remember that vividly. Yeah. They never tried that with the kid again.
Yeah.
They never tried that with the kid again.
Yeah.
But
try it again next year. It's like, it's going to be a little more than just a fuck you. Okay.
The bikers were very vocal about you're not doing this to this kid again. Yeah. And they gave him so much support, money. They had bikers that set up things with his mom so he could actually go on a bike tour through the hills with them, taking him around, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was so sweet, all the stuff they did for this mom and this kid over the next few days.
Yeah.
But all because when the city screwed the kid over, and he's like, I just want to make some money for mom for her medical treatment.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't sit quiet. Wow. He didn't sit quietly. He made a stink. And the bikers all found out, and they made a stink with him.
Yeah. It's like, hey, kid's got the right idea. We're going to.
Smart little kid, too, by the way.
No, the experience we had with Daytona, though, with the Daytona 500, though, it's like we finally pulled stuff out of the rehab in Jacksonville. And she's staying down in Daytona because I was at the vet shelter there. And best I could do is put her in the Motel 6, not far. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, again, it's starting around February. The Daytona 500. Suddenly, that Motel 6 was $1,000 for the weekend. So it's okay. For the next couple of days, we're moving you down to Orlando. The Motel 6 down there because they don't give a shit.
Okay, so I'm going to do a basic number here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's assume the 1.5 million, which is not the highest numbers that the rally has gotten. And also bearing in mind that the rally numbers, they only count the people who are actually letting themselves be counted in Sturgis proper during the week. This does not count the prior weekend, the after week when they're running stuff all week, nor does it count all the people who go to all the other towns and go to the Southern Hills and stuff like that and don't go to the main rally.
Typical average number. Yeah.
So let's take the 1.5 mil and divide it by the 7,000.
Mm-hmm.
This means that for every resident of Sturgis, there are over 200 bikers. That's all.
You learn to love bikers, or it's like, get the hell out of town. Okay.
I remember growing up, and my mom would be livid at these idiots who would move to the mountains from Cali, and then they would whine and they would bitch because the rally is so loud, all those motorcycles. And my mom's sitting there going, bitches, we've been doing this rally for over half a decade. Go fuck off and go back to your place.
Clearly you didn't live in Oakland, did you?
No, it doesn't compare. Because when you get that many motorcycles and you have it bouncing off of those dense mountains, it is like fucking thunder all week. Mm-hmm. It is roaring. It is loud. The ground shakes a good portion of it. It is crazy.
When I was actually on leave. Was I on leave? Or yeah, I think I was still in the Air Force. So I think about a week's leave. We went up to Oakland to visit my great aunt and uncle, and I'm in the back seat of the car. I got headphones on. I'm listening to the local, whatever the local station came, or whatever. I think Zeppelin's playing, and then a whole row of angels go, So I kind of, the Hells Angels are headquartered out here.
Now picture that, but with every big biker group.
Yeah.
And
not
constantly,
just the local chapter.
And constantly for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's intense.
You better love the sound of a Harley.
And I still, because of my nerve issues and my inability to ride anymore, I still just want a Las Vegas trike, souped up freaking chopper style trike. That's all I want. Mm-hmm. With nice cattle guards around the legs so I can take it through the hills without the bison goring it. Mm-hmm. Because bison be crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The bikers go through that area all the time on their bikes. I wouldn't. No. All it takes is one bison in a crabby mood and
yeah, you're not in a vehicle that's going to be able to handle that kind of thing. Now that one you show when you headbutting the cars, that's about the size of the one up at the Buffalo Bill Museum in the gift shop.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty standard size for the bulls. I've seen them get much bigger than that, in fact.
Yeah, I think it's about that size, and it's like there's a bald patch on it. That's why there's now a sign saying "Do not pet the buffalo." Thing's over 100 years old. So
Wow. Do you know what my mom posts every year during the beginning of the rally? The hills are alive with the sound of Harleys. Bear in mind, it's the Black Hills.
Yeah.
It's actually a decent little punny joke, and I hate puns.
Yeah.
Every year, though.
You know, work on my music joke.
Hell, my mom will walk around singing that during the rally while bouncing around to the sound of the Harleys.
Yeah. Need to do a video for her up on top of a local hill, just spinning around. The hills are alive, and the sound.
All right, let's wrap this up so I can share a couple videos with you.
All righty. So
they're getting enough about me being a biker chick, anyways.
Okay, so we will talk at you later, guys.
Wow. I am.